All right, if you see me in my avocado apron, yes, it's oversized, and yes, I have a bunch of gadgets in my house, and yes, that is laundry in my kitchen because I have a washer and dryer in my kitchen. Yes, I do have a washer and dryer in my kitchen. That being said, let's tell you about what's happening this weekend. So Friday, I made a pork roast, and because I made a pork roast, I have a lot of roast pork available to me. So this is what happened. The piece that I ordered was only supposed to be 2 pounds, but as you know, Walmart substitutes, and I only ended up paying $2. No. They take $2.27 because it's a weighable item, and they didn't take anything except one extra dollar. So instead of me getting refunded back the $2.27, I got refunded back $1.27, which was weird. So they took $1 and gave me 6 pounds of roasted pork. Hey, baby. So when they gave me 6 pounds of roasted pork, it had skin on it and a bone inside. So I was like, okay. They gave me a pork shoulder with a bone and skin on it. So at first I was like, oh shit, I'm on Chopped. What am I going to do? But then I realized I can cook. So you're not going to be able to see it because it got ate. I know the word is eaten, but when I say it got ate, my boys took it down. That is the noise of my dishwasher. So I put it all in my handy dandy pressure cooker. Here, I'm going to show you that. So it might be ugly on the outside, but it's clean on the inside. And I don't have the pot inside of it, but this is my pressure cooker. Okay, and the reason I showed you my pressure cooker is because this is what I did yesterday. Yesterday, in the pressure cooker, I decided to put in as much of the pork roast that I could and pressure cooker it to make it full off the bone. And it did. It came right off the bone. The skin was easier to manipulate. Hard word to say. Manipulate, and I was able to take the skin off and slice it off of the meat and leave a little bit of fat and a little bit of meat on there. And I put the skin, about 2 inches worth of skin and whatever, aside to dry on a rack for an hour. After I did that, all the other meat I put into a pot and with water, a crock pot, excuse me, with water, seasonings, and I couldn't make pernil because, you know, at this point it had already been roasted and it wasn't in the oven, it was in a crock pot. So I just made seasoned roast pork. So here's where we are today. It looks disgusting, but think of this, that is not aspic, that is not all fat, that is actually pork stock. So what I'm going to do is, with those chunks of pork stock and pork, I'm going to put into my pot for my pressure cooker and dice up a bunch of potatoes. And when I dice up the potatoes, I'm going to put the pork stock into the potatoes so I can have like a nice seasoned potatoes, and they're going to taste so good when I eat them. So a lot of people, when you get something, I know it's like if you get lemons, make lemonade. Well, if you get a huge piece of pork, this is what you can do. Roast the pork, put it in a crock pot, and get all the meat cooked down so it's like literally fall off the bone tender. With the skin, what I did was after it dried, I cut it up into little pieces with my food scissors. These are my food scissors, and I keep them by my refrigerator and stovetop because I need to keep them away from my youngest child because they cut through a lot of stuff. They can even cut through bone. As you can see, they are serrated too. But with my food scissors, I cut the skin into little chunks and made pork rinds. So that's what you can do if you ever get a skin on bone-in pork roast that you did not order. I usually order the boneless pork roast, which usually does not come with skin. But if it does ever come with skin, take the skin off, let it dry out. After you boil it, because you can boil it first, you let it dry out for about an hour, and then you, what you're going to want to do is cut it up into pieces. You can throw it in a deep fryer, which I have a fryer, like one of those preset fryers, and I also have a fryer pot that came with my Cathlon set, and you can fry it that way, or you can do what I did. Fry it halfway, and then deep fry it halfway, and then throw it into the air fryer to dry it out a lot, and you'll get some really good pork rinds, or pork rind adjacent. And tomorrow we're going to be having our corned beef and cabbage, which is going to be a lot too. I already have the cabbage. But today we're going to be having roast pork, potatoes that have been stewed in pork stock with carrots. So yeah, that meat is going to last us for like the whole week. And the 1 pound piece of corned beef that I got is going to make sure we have meat for the whole week.